guys, today I'm going to be sharing an Empties video with you. If you're not familiar with what an Empties video is, basically I saved up the things that I've used up in the last month and a half or so, and I share little mini reviews about my thoughts on those products. So I like to split mine into categories, so I usually have like makeup, skincare, face care, hair, things like that. I actually have a lot of makeup products this month. I was actually trying to hold off and wait a little bit to film this video because I have a few makeup products that are almost done and I wanted to have those in here. But tomorrow's trash day and I felt like filming, and so I figured I might as well get these out of the way, and then you'll see the products that I'm almost done with next month. If you want to check out more Empties videos, I have a playlist. I used to do one almost every month. Now it's been a little bit more sparse. It's been like a month and a half, 2 months or so, because I haven't been filming quite as much in the last few months. But I will leave my playlist linked here if you guys are interested in checking that out. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the makeup products. The first thing that I finished up this month was the Scandinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. This I got from Octoly this summer along with their primer spray. I really loved this and the primer spray both. They worked really well together during the summer. They did help keep me a little bit matter. My face has been a little bit drier in the last couple months because winter has set in and it's gotten colder, so I haven't been using the primer spray as much. I've been using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water instead, but I did like this. I felt like it helped my makeup stay on and it helped keep me a little bit matter in general. I have two eyeliners, and one of them I feel like I've shared before, but maybe I didn't. So the first thing that I have is the Urban Decay 24/7 Eye Pencil in Demolition. This one is just like a matte brown color. I liked it pretty well. It worked pretty well. Nothing amazing. I don't think that I'll repurchase these. I have a ton of eyeliners in back stock, but I probably won't go back and repurchase the Urban Decay ones unless there's a really good sale on like one of the sets. That's usually where I got most of mine from, was the sets. So I liked it fine. It was nothing miraculous. It wasn't my favorite ever. The other one that I have here is Moonspun, which is like a kind of shimmery grayish color. This one I really liked for quite a while. So I was going through a phase where I was wearing this lighter gray eyeliner, and I really liked it because it just looked a little bit less made up in a way, and so it was kind of, you know, a little bit more natural looking, and it was just kind of nice to have a definer that wasn't as harsh as a black or a brown. So I really liked this. At some point I'll probably go back and repurchase one of these more gray type colors because I really did like that over the summer and fall, but it's not something I need right now. I have a bunch of other eyeliners that I'm working on, so I don't need it right this second. Next up, I have a product from one of my project pans. I was working on a project pan most of last year where I was trying to finish up 10 products, so I'll leave that linked here if you guys want to check that out. This is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and this I liked. Okay, it wasn't anything amazing. This one came out of a palette that my mom got me that was like a Benefit palette. I liked it. I don't feel like this was super contouring or bronzing or anything like this. A lot of people rave about this bronzer, but I didn't notice a huge difference when I used it and when I didn't, so I probably won't repurchase this in the future. Then I have a little Schwa sample. This was the Chanel Powder Blush in Rose Bronze. I've mentioned this before in a prior Empties video where I had two of them, so I showed you what was in this one. This I was not impressed by. I think I ordered it just because a lot of people talk about the Chanel blushes, and I felt like this one barely showed up, especially for the cost of Chanel blushes. I didn't feel like this was anything amazing. I will never purchase this blush because it just barely showed up, I felt like. I just updated a Pan That Palette 2016 where I shared my progress, so if you want to see that, I'll leave that linked here too. But this was the Clinique Color Surge Eyeshadow Duo in Pink Tweed. This was one of the products that I finished up. And so this one had like a kind of matte pinkish color and then more of like a taupey, burgundy, purpley type shimmery color over here. I loved this in high school. I used it all the time in high school. I'm pretty sure this is discontinued now, but I went through multiple of these when I was in high school because it was kind of my go-to color. I really did like this shadow. I thought it was really nice. I look back on videos when I was using this from last year and I liked the looks that came from it, but I have lots of other shadows at this point that are similar colors, so even if I could get my hands on this, I probably wouldn't repurchase it anymore, but I'm glad that I did use it up. Oh, there you go. There you can see the colors. And so I really did enjoy it, but I definitely don't need it since I've very much expanded my collection since I first bought this. Another Project Pan product is this lipstick. This is the Tarte Glamazon Pure Performance Lipstick in Inspired. This is one of my oldest lipsticks that I have. I really liked it a lot. It was just like a very neutrally light pink mauve color that was a satin finish. It stayed on pretty well. It wasn't too matte or too shiny. It was just really nice, and it was a beautiful color. They discontinued this line, so unfortunately I couldn't get this again. I would probably consider repurchasing this if they still sold it because it's great, but obviously I can't. If you have a good dupe for this, let me know. I'm really curious. I really enjoyed this color. I thought it was great, but yeah, so it's gone. My next product is a little Benefit Gimme Brow. This was in the number 3. This I got from a Sephora Playbox, I think, or Birchbox or something like that. So these a lot of people rave about. So it's basically just like a brow gel that has a little bit of fibers in it that are supposed to help kind of blend your hairs together. I have lots of eyebrows, so I don't necessarily need this product, but I did enjoy using it. I liked that the color 3 wasn't too dark or too light for me. It was pretty much perfect for me. The only thing with this is it's really expensive, and I bought the Essence Make Me Eyebrow mascara thingy that a lot of people have talked about. This is only like $2 or $3, and it comes in the color Brownie Brows is what I got. This one comes off a little bit darker, so I liked this one because of the color, but honestly for the price difference, they work pretty much the same. And this one is so much cheaper. So I probably won't repurchase this. I liked the color, but I don't feel like it's necessarily worth it. And then another little Birchbox sample that I used up was this Ipkin New York 3D Effect Flash Cream Radiant Primer. This was a sample, again, I got from Birchbox. It was a very iridescent primer. I didn't love it during the summer when my skin was a lot oilier, but I did like it in the past few months as my skin has dried out a little bit as the weather got colder. It's not something that I feel like I need in my collection. I have a sample of the MAC Strobe Cream, and this is a lot less iridescent, and I feel like I like this just a little bit better. This one was just so shiny and shimmery that it really did come through. This one gives you a little bit of a glow, but it's not nearly as intense. So I think I would probably go for the MAC Strobe Cream over this one if I were to purchase one of those, but I honestly don't really need it. It's kind of just an extra step in my makeup routine. And then last up, I have 2 products that I'm decluttering. This one is the NYX Butter Gloss in Eclair. This one I absolutely love. It's been one of my favorite glosses for a really long time. I love the Butter Gloss line. The only thing is that I've had this probably for like 5 years or so now. I've had it for quite a while, and the last time I went to go use it, it was just like really goopy and stringy and kind of gross, and the smell is just a little bit off now, so I figured I should probably get rid of this. I love the butter glosses. At some point I will definitely go back and repurchase. I need to kind of weed through my collection and get rid of glosses that are too old and ones that I don't need anymore, so I can go back and repurchase these. But I really did like this gloss. And then one product that I got in an Ipsy or Birchbox or something that I really didn't like was the Aero Revive Cooling Cheek Tint. This one was in Berry Flush, and it's just like a cream blush, but I found that in order to use it, like when I tried to put it on my cheeks, more of it ended up on my brush or my fingers than ended up actually on my cheeks and showing up. And I just didn't like it enough to keep working on it. It probably wouldn't take me that long to use up, but I have other cream blushes and like liquid blushes and things like that that I would rather use that I know will actually show up and are worth the effort, and this one's just not. Next up, I just have 2 hair care products this month. So the first one is a little mask, and this is the N4 Reconstructing Mask. This I got in a Birchbox as well, I think, or an Ipsy or something. This one I didn't absolutely love. The smell was fine. It left my hair soft enough, but it's not something that I would run out to repurchase. I got, I think, maybe 2 uses out of it, and it was just fine. It wasn't anything that wowed me so much that I felt like I needed to get it again. Then I have my hair dye. This is the Schwarzkopf 5.28 Cocoa Red. This is the color Ultimate Red, Flaming Reds collection. This has been the one that I've been going to the last few times that I've dyed my hair. I like it because it is kind of a natural brownish red color. It doesn't have a ton of red color in it, but it has a hint of it, which is what I tend to go for. It stays pretty well. It lasts me about a month or so, maybe a little bit more, depending on how often I'm shampooing my hair and stuff. And you can usually get coupons and things like this. I find this at CVS. I think that's one of the few places that carries this. Maybe Walmart does as well. But I like it. I will probably keep going back to it. I might change it up next time just to change it up, but I like these pretty well. I missed a hair care product. This is the Beauty Protector Protect and Oil. This I also got in a Birchbox. I really, really liked this. The Beauty Protector stuff tends to be really great. It smells really good, and it just does nice things for my hair. I feel like it always makes my hair really shiny. There's a leave-in protector that I got that I really liked that I've gotten in a Birchbox before. I would probably consider purchasing this at some point. I have other oils that I need to work my way through first that I've had for a lot longer. This sample lasted me forever though. It did not take very much of it. It smelled amazing. I would really consider purchasing this after I work through some of my other oils. All right, next up are facial care products. So the first thing that I have is the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy Face Wash. This I've had samples of before, and I've had the full size of it before, but I found that I don't love it for my face. It's fine, but I don't feel like it's anything that it's worth spending the money for. I think I got this sample in a giveaway, and I don't know. It's not my favorite. I don't love the smell of it. I actually ended up using this to clean my brushes, which it worked pretty well for, and that was fine. I used it up that way. I just didn't love it as a face wash. I have a Claire's Sonic brush head. This is the deep pore cleansing one, I think. The blue one is And these I bought in a set. Like I got these from Sephora or Ulta, I can't remember which one, in a set of 4. I find that that tends to be one of the cheaper ways to get it because I think they're like $24 now. And the thing that I like about when I get it in those sets is it comes with these little tabs that reminds you when you're supposed to change your brush. So you just pop out the month where you're supposed to change it and that reminds you. The ones that I got in the individual set, there was buy one get one free at Ulta on one of their sales, and those don't have these. So that's something that I appreciate about these versus the other ones. It's just nice to have that. I know I could probably just write that on the lid or something, but I like that it just has that convenient little thing on it. I have this weird urge to try out the Euphoria Luna just because I feel like it'd be interesting to try. I've had my Clarisonic for going on 5 years now, I think, and it's still going strong. It's fine. I change out my head every 3 months or so, but I'm just interested about the Euphoria. I am just curious. So I saw on a Sephora set that there was like a smaller version of it and some other stuff that came with it for $45. If anybody's tried that out and has good things to say about it versus the Clarisonic, let me know that in the comments. I'm really curious to try it out. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth the $45 to try out the little mini guy. I'm not going to spend the full 100 whatever dollars on the big one right now, but I'm just curious about trying it out. So let me know your thoughts on it if you've tried that out before down below, please. I have a couple of moisturizers here that I've been working on. The first one is the Laneige Water Bank Moisture Cream. I've talked about this before. I've gotten several samples in the Target beauty boxes, and I really like this. It's for normal to dry skin. It's really great for me when this winter sets in and it's a little bit drier out. Like I've been using this as my main moisturizer for the last month or so, and it's been doing great things for my skin. It kind of went through a dry phase, but this helped clear it up a little bit better. And I just really, really enjoyed this. I need to buy a full size at some point because I do really like this, especially in the winter. It's not the best for me in the summertime because my skin is a little bit more oily, but I really did enjoy this. I also really enjoyed the Derma E Hydrating Day Creams. So this has hyaluronic acid in it. This I got in one of the beauty boxes. I really like the smell of it. It just had a really nice fresh smell. It soaked in pretty quickly. I don't know how much the hyaluronic acid really does for me. It's supposed to absorb a lot more water into the skin and whatever. But this is something I would consider buying the full size of. I just really enjoyed it as a cream. It kept me hydrated without being overly hydrating. So I don't know. I like both of these. I thought they were both great moisturizers. The last moisturizer that I have came from Fortune Cookie Soaps. This was the Night Cream Facial Cream, which is K-N-I-G-H-T, Night Cream. It came from their Princess Bride themed box. This I had for a little while. I used it a little bit. It didn't do anything amazing for me, but then it kind of like dried up and crusted up around the edges, so I couldn't finish it up, and it just started to smell off, so I figured I'd get rid of it. It did nothing amazing though. I wasn't super impressed by this. I wouldn't buy a full size. I have a facial wash. This is the Acure Facial Cleansing Gel with Superfruit. This one smelled really good. It was really citrusy, which was nice. I used it in my shower in the morning when I got ready for school, and it was good. It was fine. I don't know. Most facial washes I'm not super impressed with. There's only a handful that I've been really impressed with. So this one was fine. I don't think I'd go out of my way to purchase a full size of it or anything, but it was nice to use. It was nice and invigorating in the morning. I have Proactive here. This is the Proactive Extra Strength Formula Treatment. So this is like the lotion that you put on. It has 7% benzoyl peroxide. My skin is crazy all the time, so I've been using this since high school. It really helps keep breakouts at bay. I find that when I don't use this, my skin freaks out and has a really hard time adjusting, so I'll keep purchasing this. I'll keep using it. It's good. I have another Derma E product that came in a beauty box. I think this was the Derma E DMAE Eye Lift with Insta Lift and Advanced Peptides. This was fine. I didn't notice anything super amazing about that. I haven't found any eye creams lately that I've been super wowed by, so probably wouldn't buy a full size of this, but it was fine. I have a little pack of the Up and Up Basic Cotton Rounds. These are fine. They tend to leave a little bit of cotton on your face when you use them with like toner and stuff like that, but they work fine. They're cheap. They're alright. And then I finished up a set of the Biore Deep Cleansing Pore Strips. These I use like once every week and a half, every 2 weeks or so. I really like them. I have lots of blackheads on my nose especially, and I find that this is really helpful to take those off because especially like around this area right here, when they start to get too bad, my makeup doesn't apply as nicely, so I like to use these after like nice deep pore cleansing masks and to really get out those blackheads. Onto skincare products and things of that nature. So the first thing that I have is this Fortune Cookie Soaps perfume oil. So they have this program going on, or they had this program going on that they do like twice a year or so, where you create your own perfume oil. So that means that you can go back to old scents that they've had and get those again. So this was one of my favorite perfume oils from a couple boxes ago, like I think the fall one, not of last year, but 2015. I don't know, it's just a very sweet vanilla-y scent, and I absolutely love it. I ordered like 4 of these, and then part of this one I mixed into a lotion that they had where you have like the no smell lotion and you can mix your favorite fragrances in. So I did that with part of this, and then the rest of it I put into a spray bottle. I love this scent, and I find that their perfume oils last really well on the skin, so I am glad that I was able to order this scent again. So Pearls and Girls was the scent of this one. So good. I love it. Probably one of my absolute favorite scents ever from anything. Also from Fortune Cookie Soaps, I used up a whipped cream. This was the Lil Blue whipped cream. So this was part of their like Finding Nemo. This one was fine. It was like a very fresh scent. I love their whipped creams. Their whipped creams are some of my favorites. So this one I had by my bedside and used on my hands before I went to bed. They're really moisturizing. They sink in pretty well. I love the consistency, and they usually have really good scent, so I will continue to purchase these whipped creams every so often because I get a $10 off code with my Fortune Cookie Soap boxes. And then the last Fortune Cookie Soap product I have this month is the Hide and Seek Whipped Soap. This I got in the last box, I think in the Christmas box. This smelled really, really good. I don't like the whipped soaps. I don't feel like they really do anything. I use this as a like shaving cream on my legs. It smelled good, but that was about it. It didn't moisturize more. It didn't really help with shaving all that much. I don't like using these as hand soaps because I feel like they're kind of obnoxious, so meh. I would never purchase a full-size whipped soap because I just don't like them. I have a hand soap here. This is the Bath & Body Works Cucumber Melon. This is the foaming soap. I honestly bought this because I was feeling kind of nostalgic about the Cucumber Melon scent, and I realized I don't really like it anymore, so I would not repurchase this again. I usually get the Bath & Body Works soaps when they're on sale, but didn't love the scent. Something that surprised me that I got in a Target beauty box was the Jergens Wet Skin Moisturizer, and this one has refreshing coconut oil. This is one of those things where you're supposed to put it on after you get done with a shower, but the good thing about this one is that you do not need to wash it off. So you just like, you put it on and then you pat dry before you leave. There's other ones that I've tried where you are supposed to wash it off, and I hate those because I hate the idea of being wet, putting it on, and then washing it off. I don't know, that bothers me. Like, what's the purpose of that? But this one I actually really liked, and it smelled really good. So this one I would consider purchasing the full size of because I really did enjoy it. I felt like it was nice. It'd be kind of nice in the summer because it was a little bit cooling. So like if you put it on after a shower, it'd be nice and refreshing before you get dressed. All right, my random category here. First thing I have are some trim nail care sticks. So these are like the wooden sticks that you push back your cuticles with. I almost never use these. So I finally got rid of this box because I just had one last one that I used to help get off a shellac manicure that I got done. Yeah, these I don't love. I don't like these for pushing back cuticles. I prefer like the plasticky type ones to the wooden ones. I feel like they just are a little bit gentler, so probably won't buy those anymore. I used up a toothpaste. This is the Colgate Optic White Platinum Express White, and so you're supposed to get whiter teeth in 3 days. I don't know that it made my teeth all that much whiter, but I did enjoy using this. I thought that it tasted nice, it smelled good, made my breath nice. It was fine. I usually go for the Crest 3D White, and that tends to be my go-to, but this was fine. Then I have 2 scent products. So the first one I have here is the Better Homes and Gardens Vanilla Cookie Crunch. This smelled so good. It was just like a very sweet vanilla-y scent almost. I absolutely love this. I would purchase this again, and this one was the giant one, so I use this a lot in my beauty room back here behind me in my Scentsy. I really, really liked this one. It smelled really, really good. So I would definitely purchase this scent again. I just need to go to Walmart and actually pick that up. And then the other one that I have is an actual Scentsy scent. I haven't ordered Scentsy in years, but this is the Christmas Cottage scent. So this one is kind of like cinnamony almost. I like this. I used to have a ton of these. I think my mom ordered a giant one at one point and gave me a bunch of them. And then this one I've had for a very, very long time. I like this scent. I'm kind of over it now though. I like to get the Walmart scents and things like that just because they're cheaper. The Scentsy ones I feel like are really expensive, and I'm cheap sometimes when it comes to like the wax melts and stuff. So I probably won't purchase this one again. Maybe at some point in the future if I'm feeling really nostalgic. Alright, so that is it for my Empties video. Lots of products, samples and things like that that I used up. I would love to know if you guys have any thoughts on any of these products. If you have thoughts on the Foreo Luna, let me know that in the comments below as well. I'm really interested in trying it out, so I'm trying to decide if it's worth the money, if I already have a Clarisonic, if there's one that's better than the other. Let me know that in the comments below. If you have any Empties videos, link those for me in the comments, or if you guys have used up any products recently and you guys have any thoughts on those, let me know that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.